Hi guys, Bailey here from Carp and welcome back to another video. Today we're at the beautiful Mill Lake, a part of the Barford Lakes complex. We're here because I'm helping out my dad on one of his military veteran study. He takes a group of military veterans suffering from mental illnesses to a lake and see if fishing helps them with their illnesses. I'm here a day early and we've got the fish feeding on some mixers behind me, as you've probably seen or heard. We're here a day early, like I said, helping set up, and Sarah has been really kind enough giving us a tour around and stuff like that, so really big up to them. But yeah, let's get a rod out. Starting to get on the feed. Hi guys, so you join me now. It's a little bit darker and it's getting a lot later. I think it's around 8-9 o'clock now. I've finally got myself time to set up my bivvy, flick out a few rods. We've been manic all day. My trusty companion Beck, who's wandered off there, she's really tired, I'm really tired. Today we've had a lovely day though. We've had help from Sarah, Cliff and my dad and myself, all setting up for tomorrow, getting stuff ready for the guys for when they arrive to do the fishing study. We've got a few new guys coming to the fishing study tomorrow as well, so that's always a good sign. Also, I had a few wonderful fish today. Even though we were busy pretty much most of the day, myself and my dad got a chance to do a bit of stalking. A bit of the bread bomb landed on the nose. Couldn't fault it, went off every time. So we had 3 beautiful carp, and then I've managed to sit down, get the rods out, and yeah, I'm gonna go get some rest. See you guys in the morning or in the night if I do get one, but looking forward to tomorrow. you join me with Pav and Leon, two veterans who joined the study today. I'm just going to ask them a few questions about what they've learned and how they've felt about the study. So Pav, how have you felt about fishing and what's it done to you?
Well, I've said before on these things, when I come fishing, I've found since my injury, and found fishing, it's one of the things I can do and go away, get on a lake, and it really empties my head really of everything going on back at home and with your injury, etc., the pain, and you just come and it allows you to empty your head, to relax, to just sit out on a beautiful day like this, and fish. Can't beat it, even if you don't catch, it's sitting out on the lake, seeing the wildlife, etc. And it's also good fun seeing the other veterans and the laugh and the banter you have. It's all, a good community spirit, really. Yeah. So
Leon, we know that you want to get into your fishing. What's come around? How has this happened?
Well, it's my 4th time now fishing, and obviously when you come out of the army, you've left a culture, and I've finally found another subsection of society which is actually really nice people, really welcoming, and there's a hobby that I think I want to get into. Shadowing what Pav said, just being outside in the wild, just mindfulness, chilling out, relaxing. You were teaching me some stuff which was really interesting. I think it's just, just a pregnant pause now and again, just to think about things is good for everybody. So, what do you think's the best bit about coming fishing for you? I think it's a challenge. It's a long-term challenge, actually. It's there's always someone better from you, and you can always learn. Regardless of age. And I look forward to it. So, and I think the people, for me at the moment, I'm sort of more into just relaxing, having a crack, getting told that I'm a nod, and making mistakes. Not necessarily actually too worried about catching fish at the moment, which sounds crazy. Then learning from those mistakes. Yeah, no, it's good. Oh, I love it. It's brilliant.
Pav, we know that you've gone on now to fish Thailand and places like that. How's that helped you?
How's it helped me? It took me to another level, really. Going and fishing different places in the world. I've been lucky enough to fish in Cambodia and Vietnam now as well. So I try and incorporate fishing into my travel, but obviously in Thailand I've fished a few different venues out there, but the one being Gillam's Lake, I've now done sort of 4 trips out there, and the fish there are phenomenal. The Siamese carp, 186 pound plus is a record in the lake. And while I was there, I saw an Arrow Primer come out at 546 pounds.
That's a big fish.
To be there when fish like that are landed, and see fish like that. But yeah, I've managed 3 different species over 100 pound and one over 200 pounds. So brilliant. Yeah, it's really good. So why do you think fishing helps you so much? It's like I say, you go in the army, you're part of that team, and you have that exciting lifestyle. You never know what's around the corner. And when you get injured or you're discharged and you leave, become a veteran and your service ends, you really lose a lot of that identity, especially the longer you've been in. You're used to the comradeship in the army, the mates, the loyalty, the values and standards really that the military set themselves on, and you come out and although we're a small minority, the military within the country, we see ourselves as obviously a big group while we're in it. So you come out and you have that switch point where you sort of realise, hang on, it's not the military that are different. It's actually, and civilians that are different. It's us. And it takes a while to fit in and trust people and stuff like that in civilian life. So it's really about helping with adjustment, in your transition to the next chapter of your life, really. Because I've been injured, I have to look at what I can actually do. With regards to a back injury, so yeah, sitting down, relaxing is a way. Is ideal, and if you get the big fish, then even all the better. It makes it all good, and it makes it all worthwhile. So, how do you think fishing is this like a next step in your life? Fishing? Yeah, well, I mean, I've gone on now. I started fishing probably about 18 months after my injury. So I've been at it now 5 years. And I've stepped it up, I started off just on small match lakes, getting used to catching little fish. I then ended up going off and doing 41 nights to catch my first double carp, when I didn't really know what I was doing, not feeling for the bottom or anything like that. It was just, on a wing and a prayer, chucking it out. but then you pick up, you learn, and I think, you know, the more you get into it, you're learning, you're enjoying, and when you're catching different methods of catching fish, you get confident. It gives you so much to add to your arsenal, and in a way, being a soldier, you have that as a skill, whether you're a mechanic or an infantryman. You had a whole heap of tricks up your sleeve to get you out of the situation. So in a way, it's engaging with service personnel who want to relax, the veterans, because it allows them to come away and relax, but at the same time focus on something, learn a new skill. And you know, like you were teaching Leon to tie those rigs yesterday, even something as simple as that, it engages with the guys, gets them interested, and it's teaching them something else to move on along with their fishing, which is good.
Thanks for that, Pav. Leon, just quickly, for anyone watching at home or parents who are suffering from PTSD, what would you give for advice for coming out and fishing and feeling confident?
Don't force anyone to do it. They've got to want to do it. You know, I think, you know, naturally if you care for someone, you want the best for them, but they've got to go through the journey themselves before they can include everyone else. So, you know, when they're ready, just go and give it a go. Maybe just go and walk around a lake first, and get comfortable with your surroundings.
Thank you guys so much for the interview and for the few questions. Hopefully you guys get a fish. I know you're struggling at the moment. So let's move on to speak to Alan. So guys, I'm now joined by Alan. Thank you for letting us do a few questions.
That's fine.
I just wanted to ask you, how did it feel last night catching an absolute whopper of a fish?
Absolutely brilliant. I couldn't believe, you know, the adrenaline of when that, you know, when the fish went, when the
bobbing.
Bite alarm started clicking, and then the rod jumped out of the rest and nearly disappeared over the bank.
That's it.
Just about managed to grab the rod, you know, and into the fish, and it was like wonderful.
Yeah, your wheelchair was going towards the water, wasn't it?
Yeah, it kind of slid down the bank a little bit, mostly because I was trying to reach too far forwards, and it started sliding. But yeah, that was brilliant. And of course, being strapped to the chair doesn't help. It tends to come with you.
Yeah, of course. So how many times have you been fishing now?
I went fishing a few times when I was sort of 10 or 11 years old, and I've not been fishing really since then. So about in 40 years time, it's the first time I've been fishing in about 40 years.
Oh nice, so getting back into it, hey? Getting
back into it, yeah. Definitely thinking about going out and getting some tackle and starting doing a little bit of fishing regularly.
Yeah, it's
so that
nice.
Should be good. Yeah, it's just so relaxing, you know, really clears the mind. And then you've got that bit of adrenaline.
You've got the chance of catching a big fish.
Yeah, and when you catch a nice big one, that really is, you know, and that's way bigger than anything I ever caught.
Oh yeah, it was around about 15, 16 pounds. So.
Yeah, as I believe that's what it was reckoned to be.
Yeah, it's a lovely fish.
You know, 2 o'clock in the morning, it was a bit of a surprise.
So, are you now, what does fishing make you feel? When you go fishing, how does it make you feel?
It's just calming. It's, you know, it really does help you to relax, feel calm. You know, just being in the outdoors, hearing the birds singing. You know, just watching the wildlife around you while you're waiting for that bite alarm to go off.
I know you're very interested in your photography as well, so it's a great chance to do that.
Yeah, it's brilliant. Camera, you know, have a camera sitting at the side to take some photographs. Again, you know, especially with this type of setup where you've got the bite alarm, so you're not having to concentrate on it 100% of the time while you're there. You've got time to relax and, you know, think about other things, or even not think about anything at all.
So if you were going to give someone a tip suffering from PTSD or a mental illness to come outside and do fishing, what would it be? It
would be get on and do it.
Just do it?
Just do it. You know, it's enjoyable. Anything that gets you out of the house, gets you out of sitting on your own in that bad space is, you know, just get on and do it, because eventually, you know, it will make you feel better. It will make you feel loads better.
Thank you so much, Al. It's been really nice to hear what you've got to say. So now, that's going to be the end of the interview. I've really enjoyed it.
Thank you.
Thank you ever so much. I'm going to get on with my fishing. Hopefully you can get one more.
Yep.
I love these little bait runners.
Yay!
These are beauty.
So I'm now joined by Jared, who is also down here on the fishing study. How many have you caught, mate?
Well, we've had 5 great fish, really nice fish we've had out of this lovely lake.
How have you caught them?
Well, we've been using a top feeder with this lovely rod here. That's a nice fish out. We've been using this piece of dog meat here. Well, it's not dog meat, but this lovely bait. It's all about the king prawn.
Get on the king prawn.
Oh yeah, definitely. It's all about the king prawn. Yeah, king prawn. Definitely. It's all about the king prawn. Definitely. Boom.
Catching one after the other.
Yeah.
So how have you enjoyed it down here?
Oh yeah. Yeah, definitely. It's been so tranquil, peaceful, relaxing. We was all anxious and stressed out when we got here, and within 2 hours.
Calm down after you caught a few.
Took a little while to catch them, and then we started catching, and then we weren't catching, and then it didn't matter if you were catching or not. It was just so peaceful.
It's just nice being outside.
Yeah, nice being outside. Look at the weather. Look at where we are. Fantastic.
Yeah,
great atmosphere. Great coaches. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Thank you, Jared, for letting us ask you a few questions.
No problem. You've been amazing, buddy.
Thank you.
Great. You've been in
Thank you.
top man.
Hopefully I'll be seeing you on a few more studies.
Yeah, and you, mate. You take care, buddy. Thanks for letting us fish with you.
Sorry.
Are you ready for the
Hey, well done, Al.
Yes, hello. So guys, sadly this is the end of the video. I hope you have enjoyed this video as much as I have been making it. It's been a wonderful few days and I've never laughed so much in a long while. It's been lovely to see that some of the veterans, physically and mentally unwell, come out of their shell and really be happy fishing today, and we saw a lot of them laughing and smiling, which is always good on the studies. I also want to say a few quick thank yous. Thank you to Barford Lakes for supplying the lake for this weekend, or a few days, sorry. Big thank you to Sarah for supplying the food and the pen. Big thank you to Craft Catcher for supplying the bait. That worked as well this weekend. A few of the guys had some really pretty, scaly fish. Really nice mirrors here. And if you ever do get the chance to come down to Norfolk, do give it a go at Barford Lakes. They have some incredible fish. Yeah, they're just a mental fish. So guys, I'll see you next time. Please like, subscribe and share.